From Lagos, the nation's commercial capital, this is the news at 10, live from Channels Television. Reported tonight, Ijoma Oyato.
Hello and welcome. Tonight, national security on the front burner tomorrow as President Jonathan meets 36 state governors and service chiefs. Some mothers in Ilorin protest abduction of Borno schoolgirls by Boko Haram, ask government to intensify search for the missing students. Borno lawmakers suggest more security presence in schools to allow students continue with their education in the northeast. And United States Vice President Joe Biden warns Russia to stop talking and start acting to defuse the Ukraine crisis.
On Business News tonight, the National Assembly sends 2014 appropriation bill to the presidency for assent.
And on Sports News tonight, Manchester United fire misfiring manager David Moyes after just 10 months into his 6-year contract.
I'm Linda Kibe, and from Abuja, traffic gridlock on Nyanya-Abuja Highway triggers negative reactions. The Defense Ministry says action is necessitated by security threats.
Roads lead to Abuja, the nation's capital city, tomorrow as governors of the 36 states join the president at the villa to find a solution to the current security challenges in the northeast. This meeting is coming after last Thursday's meeting with PDP governors on the same subject. The agenda of Wednesday's meeting, it was gathered, will be the reviewing of the security situation in the country, as well as the ongoing national security measures with a view to determining the best way forward. The Akwa Ibom State Governor, Godswill Akpabio, who's also the chairman of the PDP Governors Forum, clarified why the All Progressive Congress governors were absent at last week's meeting, saying the meeting was called at the instance of the party's governors and that the All Progressive Congress was not invited. Tomorrow's meeting, he says, will include all the 36 state governors. Well, in the meantime, gunmen have attacked Andoyaku community in Chinkai ward of Wukari local government area of Taraba State. The incident reportedly claimed 25 lives last night. The attackers were said to have set the entire village ablaze while the residents fled their homes to unknown destinations. The acting governor of the state, Alhaji Garba Umar, has described the incident as worrisome, especially as it comes after the setting up of a peace committee in the state. He also confirmed that 50 more soldiers have been deployed to Wukari local government area of the state in an effort to stem the renewed clashes in the area. The soldiers were deployed from Adamawa State and would complement those already on ground. Communal clashes, which have engulfed the area since April the 15th, are said to have led to the death of at least another 24 people. Meanwhile, the acting governor has directed that the Tankum General Hospital, which was closed due to security reasons, should be opened so that victims of the recent violent attacks in the area can receive treatment. He also announced that the 24-hour curfew earlier imposed in the area had been relaxed and would be enforced between 6 a.m. and 12 noon. 29 trailers loaded with relief materials are also said to have been sent to Takum, Wukari and other areas to minimize the sufferings of the people occasioned by such attacks.
Your Excellency, sir. Why? are not happy about the ongoing.
The nation has continued to trail the abduction of over 200 students of the government girls' secondary school in Chibok, Borno State by suspected Boko Haram members. And an Islamic women's group based in Ilori, the Kwara State capital, Nasrullahi Fati Society of Nigeria, in a peaceful protest, marched to the Kwara State Government House. They say they are worried about the spate of crimes that appear unresolved in the country. The leader of the protest said women and children have remained the worst hit in the various attacks carried out across the country.
It gives us a great concern. Our hearts are bleeding. We are mothers. We know what it takes to lose a pregnancy, talk less of a child, a grown-up child. And we know the government is doing something, but sir, it is not enough. We want these children recovered because they are futures. They are what we depend on as mothers. When all of us are gone, we expect that we leave these children behind. What are we looking after? What are we gaining after all these children are not recovered? We share the agonies of the mothers concerned. We want to, sir, we are tired of this. We know government is trying, but when the result is not yet achieved, we believe it's not yet enough.
All hands must be on deck to overcome the current challenge. Challenges that firstly pose themselves with the religious coloration, ethnic coloration. We have now seen that not any of these colorations other than banditry is taking its toll now. Because where you see senseless killing, looting going on, it can only be compared to what happened in the Dark Ages in Europe, when barbarians overran Europe. One thing comes out as clear as a crystal. Security is now becoming everybody's responsibility. The success of the current pursuit of peace by security agencies will require every hand to be on deck, because information is very important. We must see ourselves as each other's keepers. We all know that it is not about religion, it's not about ethnic group, it's not about color. What we require to be is each other's keepers, to live in peace. When we see strange people, strange things happening around us, we must be conscious. Don't forget, there's a common saying, heaven will help those who help themselves.
Well, staying with security and against the backdrop of threats by the Boko Haram insurgents to kill parents of the missing girls, the governor of Borno State, Kashim Shettima, has lashed out at members of the group, saying their ideology is founded on falsehood. The governor, who spoke in Maiduguri, the state capital, today, expressed sympathy for parents of the missing girls and gave assurances that security agents are working very hard to rescue them. According to Governor Shettima, our hearts go out to the parents of the abducted girls because it's a tragedy that's befallen all of us. End of quote. Now, lawmakers from Borno State are pushing for the security presence to be intensified around schools in the north to ensure that no student is ever at risk again. A lawmaker representing Mohuno Borno, that's Mohammed Monguno, told Channels Television that the government has a duty to ensure the military is adequately equipped to fight the insurgency. Monguno and his counterpart from Jere Federal Constituency, Mamuna Kadi, said while schools cannot be closed down as a result of the insurgency, students need to be relocated to safety.
The governor was in Chibok, and the parents and the principal of the school confirmed to the governor that 234 girls were abducted, as opposed to the earlier news that about 189 or so were abducted, and only about 44 or so have so far returned home safely and united with their families. Right now, as you rightly pointed out, there is a massive manhunt for the girls in the Boko Haram enclaves in the Sambisa forest. But unfortunately, the zeal and the commitment on the part of our military leaves much to be desired. There should be adequate security around the schools. Once there is adequate security around the schools, I don't think we'll have any problem. Because if we are going to close all our schools, that means we are caving into the Boko Haram demand of trying to wipe out Western education.
You cannot deny them their education, and at the same time their safety is very, very important. So what the government should have taken measure, because the recent happening in one of the local governments in, was it Bauchi, I heard that the governor said they should move out all the boarding school students from that school and bring them to the town. I think the same thing is going to happen. They should, remove them all from boarding school at the local government areas and then bring them to this safe place so that they can be able to continue with their education. But I promise you, we are going to take a drastic measures that this thing will not repeat itself again.
Well, away from security matters, but to another troubling incident. Now, the main victim of an assault perpetrated by a Nigerian mobile policeman has been speaking about what led to the incident. Fumilayo Adebayo says the incident occurred on December the 18th, 2013 at Lafiaji area of Lagos Island. She claims she was in the process of buying cooked rice from a food vendor when the policeman, identified as Nasir Mohammed, came along and demanded that the food vendor sell fried fish to him. When she interrupted by asking the food vendor to attend to her first, the policeman pounced on her and beat her to a pulp. Our correspondent Loretta Chogo reports.
This video has gone viral on YouTube. What is conspicuous here is a policeman hitting a 22-year-old woman in Lafiaji area of Lagos Island. No one, not even Shegun said to be the victim's brother named in this video, could go close to the already charged policeman, suspected to be drunk for obvious reason. 4 months after, the victim surfaces with her mother, brother and younger sister. They all want justice.
I went to go and buy food. Mopo now come and say, sell fish. I can't sell only fish. Now, I now tell Yayem that attend to me and let me go. Yayem now attend to me. The next thing now slap the woman. So now slap the woman. I say, okay, Yayem answer me and let me go. That woman will now give my own food. Mopo now use her leg to put my own food in my face. And again, now use her blow to blow me inside the water. I can't even see myself again. Started beating me inside the water, beating on my chest. My chest is paining me. My chest is paining me. Since then, I go to the hospital. Hospital now tell me that I should not be carrying everything, heavy.
I know, he just cheat us because Allah is learning your new. Because he just cheat me that day. He just cheat me, nothing do. Then I don't know anybody. They can't direct me. I go this Madam Church. He cheat me, my pikin in chest. I swell up.
Human rights activist Joe Odumaki is set to take a lead for quick justice to be delivered to these helpless Nigerians.
Arresting him is one. The general public need to have better confidence in the police. If we're talking about the fact that police are friends of the people, there should be that level of decorum. And somebody that is in uniform, that is showing such naked display of power. So we said, first and foremost, that person has been arrested. There was also somebody that was with him that day. Such a person should also be arrested.
The police has admitted that the suspect, Nasir Mohammed, is behind bars, pending further investigations. As at the time of this report, Fumi and her brother have formally identified the corporal, Nasir Mohammed, as the man who beat her in this muddy water and shot several rounds of bullets in the air. Loretta Chogo, Channels Television News.
Incredible. Now in part 2, after the break, work resumes nationwide. Workers say they are well rested after the holiday. That's in a moment. Do stay with us.